Welcome, Bat Boys, to another exciting new episode of Pop Culture Unboxing. Today, our top story is...
Yep, I knew he was going to trap me.
Batman 2021, as we discuss all the new information that has come out about Edward Cullen turning into a cooler Bat-adjacent character. All this and more. Roll the intro, me.
Trap me. I knew it. I
was hoping you would just keep doing it.
The moment he looked at me, I was like, this is definitely a trap. He's not going to do it. He's going to break this.
That's phenomenal.
You're a terrible person.
But at least I'm predictable.
Yeah. But is that a good thing? Do you want to be predictable?
I do like being predictable.
I thought
I
thought comedians wanted to be non-predictable.
No, there's actually a lot of studies that have shown that like people actually do like when they can predict things. And it can sometimes make things funnier.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The whole.
Well, I guess that's true. That did make that a lot funnier than it would have been.
Exactly,
if I didn't
and it's sparked this conversation.
That's true.
Like, yeah, no, that's why like all the random humor that used to be a thing back in like the early 2010s is not really in vogue because there's only so many ways you can be like, oh, you thought it was this one thing? Nope, it's this other thing, totally unrelated. So I don't get it.
Yeah.
But it's when you have those setups and like you see them coming.
You know it's a good setup. Oh, good. How
and
you guys
it's
doing?
Funny no matter what.
How you doing, Matt? How you doing, Zach?
Yeah, living, keeping the opposite from happening.
I think.
Did you say that last time? Well,
no, I think you said that on the one we lost. So, so he can do it again.
If there is such a thing as a catchphrase, that's mine. I've said it ever since I touched a 230 line several years ago.
Don't you dare make the joke.
Tooth hurty?
God.
Yeah, you should probably go to the dentist.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. I touched a 230 line.
Oh my God.
Right across the chest. I had to go to the ER, make sure that my heart wasn't jacked up and whatnot. So I got back to work a couple days later, and they were like, "How you doing?" No, I was. Oh, definitely not.
Way to lose the.
I totally lost it. You got me on that one.
So funny. Anyway, Matt.
We'll just gloss over the fact that Zach was in the throes of death.
Yeah,
it was great.
Matt, how are you? You didn't say how you're doing.
I'm good. I've been working and binging on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and that's been about it.
Cool. I have not
that was all. So you did what I do all the time, where you ask the question because you want to answer it yourself.
Yeah, because I want someone to care about me for once in my life.
Ryan,
what, Matt?
How are you doing? How's your week?
I'm all right. I haven't slept in a while.
I thought you were just going to give us the all right. I was going to be so mad.
Breaking expectations.
I hear you had seen a movie. You saw a movie.
Are we starting with this?
Yeah, we're going to do it in backwards order.
Okay.
Sounds great.
The main topic
is
supposed to be
this is I feel like this is something that's near and dear to your guys' hearts. Because we did bring Zach in because he is the resident expert on supersonic hedgehogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went and saw Sonic, and neither of you guys did.
Nope, did not.
Feed me your questions. I will answer them. And I have a ton of wisdom on Sonic, and I've also got a Sonic-related subreddit for you guys.
Oh.
When we're done.
Oh, boy. Let's bring up the subreddit. Do you want to go first, Zach? Do you want to?
Yeah, ask me questions. I will answer them. Spoiler alert. If you... honestly... If you really wanted to see the movie, you would have, and no one else is going to. So
that's not true, though.
We went 8 p.m.
The movie is now even more successful than the Harley Quinn movie.
Oh, yeah, I know. And
the movie is
DC fans
box.
are upset.
Is it that hard to get over a small bar?
No, we went Tuesday night at 8 p.m., which there were, I think, 12 other people in the theater.
Really?
Yeah.
Now the theater, like, if I go by I can guarantee there's going to be a lot of people in that theater now.
I hope.
That movie's good. I'm glad.
I could not recommend it more, only because the developers actually listened to the fans. And they were like, hey, listen, you don't like what we built, we'll switch it to something that you actually would like to go see.
But that's not a complete good thing because it cost the layoff of, I believe, 300 employees.
That's terrible.
Which sucks. But Matt, first I got a question.
That's why you go see it.
Don't mention the part where big huge box office movies routinely bankrupt CG studios.
Yeah. Matt, did you like it?
I did. It was fun. It wasn't good. Well, it wasn't great, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
What would you give it as a star rating? Out of 10.
Well, of course it's out of 10.
Well, I've seen.
I don't know.
You can have 1 out of 5 stars.
I'm jumping between 5 and 6, which means I probably should give it 5.5 out of 10.
Okay. What do you got?
Because it's not exactly middle of the road because it is fun, but I don't know if it's a 6 out of 10.
Is Knuckles in it? Knuckles. Is Knuckles in it? Is Knuckles in it?
No. I was looking at you trying to get you. I hope you would get excited about it. You just didn't bite.
I was internally. I was really.
Do you want full spoilers though?
I do.
Do you not care about any spoilers?
I don't because I'm still gonna go see it.
I'm gonna go see it, but I could care less.
Tails is in the mid-credit scene.
Oh, there's a mid-credit scene.
Yeah.
Is there an end-credit
No.
scene? Oh, so just a mid-credit.
There's like a stinger at the very end, and then it does.
Can you
like
explain it to me? How is Tails in it?
it does. So it does.
Well,
it goes
first,
through. It goes. Finishes the movie.
Tell me if I'm right about this. So the explanation is Sonic is leaving the normal world, which was Green Hill Zone, technically, right? He's leaving his world through the rings, and he shows up in our world, right?
No, yes, he does that.
Like he's from a different dimension.
Yes, he's from a different world.
Okay,
literally like across the universe. Uses the rings to come to our world.
Because he's running
to Green Hills, Montana.
Yeah, because he's running away because someone wants his energy.
Yeah, because he's got this power.
Because the moles want his energy. Okay, this is following Sonic comics. By the way, I know a lot about Sonic lore.
Okay, which is what astounds me that I saw it and you didn't. But
awesome.
Yeah, it finishes the movie, ends it. It gives you a scene at the very end that sets up that shows you more like the stereotypical thing. Oh, Eggman's not dead. Like he'll be back.
How does Tails look? Does Tails look
really good?
Really?
Like, yeah,
good.
Like,
no way.
If you like how Sonic is now, you'll like how Tails looks.
Wow,
That's
now
awesome.
want to see.
And they show Tails flying.
I want to see what Tails would have originally looked like.
I know, I do too.
I really want to see the original.
So then they show.
I've got enough nightmares from the original.
You know how they always do like the graphic credits, like of some animation or something going on behind it.
Yeah,
it's really cool because it goes through the different styles of Sonic animation for all the games, of like as the credits are rolling.
Wow,
and then when that ends, there's a shot of a mountain above this Green Hills, Montana area. And then a ring opens up and you see someone step out of it and it lifts up to Tails and he says something like, yep, this is where Sonic is. And then he runs and jumps off the mountain and then starts flying.
This means we could get Amy. We could get Knuckles.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Man.
And the voice sounds right too. The voice for Tails is really good.
You got a question? I've asked a lot.
That's awesome. I think the most important question is, did Jim Carrey take this movie?
He absolutely picked this movie up and carried it on his back. For sure.
Great. Jim Carrey's great.
Here's the thing. It's a kid's movie. They could have done without the fart jokes. He eats chili dogs.
Sonic does?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's also, there's several scenes that are very derivative of X-Men Days of Future Past, but they're fun.
That's weird. Cheese underneath the chili?
You didn't see him that close.
Okay. Oh my God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Because they do. You remember Days of Future Past when Quicksilver's running around the kitchen and everything's stopped?
That really awesome scene.
They do that several times in this movie with Sonic.
Nice.
And there's a point where he's doing that, and there's a bunch of chili dogs flying in the air. Then he runs past him. He's like, "Oh," and then shoves them all in his mouth. And then a little bit later, he farts, and he's like, "Oh, that's those chili dogs," or something like that. I'm like, "All right, come on."
So there's a lot of fart jokes in it.
No, it's that one, and then the one that's in the trailer of him doing the armpit farts.
Oh, I missed that one. So is there?
It's like
the scene where we get to see bald Eggman with his long beard and he puts his goggles on from the trailer.
That's that thing I told you about at the end.
That's
the whole thing of showing him like he's not dead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he look because he's not.
He has a smaller mustache. He's not fat in that either.
Yeah. Okay. But
he's origins.
I like how they come up with the name Eggman because he's Dr. Robotnik through most of the movie.
Well, that's his normal name.
Yeah,
Eggman's like a nickname because of all of his like. Wow. Go ahead. Explain to me
because a lot of his drones look like eggs, so Sonic starts calling him Eggman.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it felt natural.
That's good.
What's funny too is the movie starts with him with their fight in San Francisco, and then it's Sonic narrating over it and saying, "I bet you're wondering how I got here," and then they show you the whole movie in reverse, real quick, to send it back to the beginning. Yeah. So it's like literally the whole movie in rewind over the course of like 3 seconds.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's the movie. It tries too hard to be melodramatic about how lonely he is. Like it lays it on so thick.
Oh, that's
of
right.
Like, oh, he has to
he's
run.
the only one.
He has to keep running because people want this power, and if he gets found, he has to leave this world. And like the whole thing is like he likes Earth because it's the first place he ended up to be safe, where there's actually things he likes and people.
Did they mention Chaos Emeralds?
No,
That's not good.
I don't know. They might have, and I might just have missed it.
I'll have to look through it. I can't believe this, but I didn't know anything about Sonic lore until this movie. Till I was gonna go see it.
Yeah,
I've learned a lot about Sonic in the past 2 months.
I knew nothing
and
going into it.
wow, I am now officially a Sonic fan.
Well,
like I'm now excited for this movie.
There you go.
So Zach, what have you wondered about this movie that Ryan hasn't already asked about?
Well, you actually kind of answered one of them, which was, is it more geared towards kids? Because
Absolutely.
I've got nephews, and I was going to go take them to see it.
Oh yeah,
Especially if it's geared towards kids, I definitely want to take my nephews out and show them something.
Yeah,
especially
no, this
'cause,
movie
like,
was definitely
such a
aimed
big
at
deal
the
with their
6 to
childhood.
12-year-old demographic.
Oh, that's perfect. They're 7 and 8.
Yeah,
Did
so
it do
it's
it?
right.
But being for kids, did it do enough to keep you engaged in it?
It was again. It was fun.
Yeah,
and like yeah, it was. I don't remember if there's. I mean, I don't. Nothing comes to mind of like anything that, I mean, some fundamentalist Christian mother would probably be fine with her kid watching it.
Yeah.
Probably be a little annoyed at the fart jokes, which I agree. Those are reductive humor, but
Yeah.
Low level
it's in
comedy.
all kids movies.
Well, before we,
He flosses in it
since we are talking
because,
about
of course,
video,
he does.
Well, wait, he flosses in it.
He does the flossing dance.
So it's got a lot of memes
Twice.
for kids.
Uh,
Okay, that makes
oh, yeah.
sense.
That should tell you everything about the movie. I do want to refer you guys to a subreddit though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we finish
go
this up.
do this.
I don't know if either of you guys have heard of it. It's called r/donut steal. That's RDONUTST.
I'm sorry, you were waiting for a reaction. I'm sorry.
STEEL.
Donuts. This is a Sonic thing.
Yes. So you guys know about the rampant Sonic fandom online
I am
and how
very
they make,
aware.
how they make their own OCs for it.
Oh, I know what this subreddit is.
Yes.
I've been to this subreddit
Yes,
already.
it is. So
I found this
So
subreddit.
for people like me who do not spend any time on Reddit,
what people?
Wow, you are a rare
the Sonic.
human being.
I know.
Sonic fans, they're insane. What they do is, no offense, what they do is they like to make their own hedgehogs characters with all their fancy colors, and make them and self-insert themselves into the Sonic universe. The thing is, every one of these is made by a 12-year-old, and every one of them is trying as hard as they can to be edgy.
You're so wrong about that being that they're all 12-year-olds. They're actually mostly men in their 30s.
There's no in between.
It's disgusting.
But they're
Do-
all
do
trying
you
so
have
hard
one?
to be edgy.
No.
Like all of these are like because it has the picture of a poorly drawn hedgehog character that's all these weird colors, and then it's likes, dislikes, personality, and it reduces this person to like 4 traits.
It's literally a dating profile for your Sonic
It basically
character.
is, and then it says like likes, knives, blood, gore, emo music, dislikes, flowers, goodness. It's so edgy.
All right, Matt.
I highly recommend it.
Matt?
But this subreddit is mostly people making parodies of them or cross-posting ones that people made seriously.
That's
and it's
awesome.
incredible.
So Matt, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor.
Okay,
Make me a Sonic character. Make me your Sonic character.
right now,
Yep. Do it as quick as you can.
right now.
Yep. Let's all make our own Sonic character.
All right, you start.
You want me
You
to
know more
start?
about Sonic lore.
Oh boy. I'm gonna call mine Fitz. He is a
Okay.
green fox hedgehog or fox. He can't run fast, but he has spiked feet, so he can run up walls. He's basically like Spider-Man. He has a lightning claw, weapon that's used in Sonic Forces. He likes ponies. He really likes to play video games, and he likes donuts. Really hates children, and hates the thought of living life because he's ready for to wrap up. Excuse my language. Edgy. I want you to censor it because it's edgy.
Okay,
I'm making an edgy character.
Mine-
what else you want? He
mine
likes
is-
donuts and trucks.
mine is called Yor.
He wants to run over a bunch of fire hydrants.
Okay,
Go ahead.
mine is called Yor, and he's blue, kind of like Sonic, but like a darker
Wait, are you
blue.
reading off of one that's on there right now?
No.
Okay.
His name is Yor. I actually am basing this off of a real character from another thing.
Okay.
He's like a darker blue than Sonic.
Okay.
he doesn't run fast because none of these guys do because they're not as cool as Sonic. Because Sonic is the pinnacle of cool.
Yeah, because if Sonic finds out you run fast, he'll break your legs.
If Sonic is your pinnacle of cool, you. Anyway, his name is Yor, and he is darker blue. He likes being lazy and not doing anything. He dislikes, because this is the other thing they'll do. He dislikes moving and doing things, where literally their likes and dislikes are just the opposite of each other.
Okay. Yeah.
His power is that he has a detachable tail that he can swing at people if he likes to, and there's like a nail on the end of it that might hurt him. You stop me when you realize who I'm basing this off of.
Okay.
Again, the name's Yor. Or more better pronounced. That'll be fine. He's super lazy. But
he's super lazy.
Yeah, he just waits to die.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Go.
Who do you think it is?
First of all, go. Zach,
you've got your gut instinct. Who am I?
Zach, go ahead and start making up yours.
Go ahead and make up a Sonic character for us.
Oh, geez.
You weren't thinking about it while we were going?
Oh, I was, but I'm terrible with the.
Yeah, that's
just
why
impromptu
when he
setups.
made me go first, I was like, that sucks.
So, give me a name.
No, it's all. I've got
the
Look
rest.
around
I just
the room
need a name.
and just name it after something. Like remove a syllable, which is what I did.
Remove a syllable.
His name is Ron.
His name is
ROWN from Crown Castle.
White Pumpkin.
So his name is Round.
My mug from a way previous job.
Dear Lord.
Okay.
So his name is Round. He's black and white, blue and red.
So let me picture this. Is his base coat black and white, and then like has like blue and red stripes?
So he's black and white, and he wears a blue and red suit.
Oh, he's a businessman. Okay.
Yes, very nice.
Okay.
His likes are politics and religion.
Are you just explaining you?
His dislikes are politics and religion.
Wait, what?
Yep.
He hates
I'm with it. I'm with it.
He likes the right, hates the left.
He
Can I recommend
loves
a name change?
buffalo chicken.
Can I recommend a name change?
He hates vegans.
Can I recommend?
Cannot stand soy.
Can I recommend a name change?
Go for it.
Kaz, spelled Hcaz, because it's based off of you.
Yes,
That's absolutely something one of them would do.
go for it.
I'm so stuck.
Do you know who mine is based off of, right?
I'm so stuck. Can you repeat yours?
Yor. He's a darker blue than Sonic.
You're missing a syllable.
Yeah, he's darker blue than Sonic. He's lazy and doesn't like doing things, and he's waiting to die. And his only power thing is that his tail, he can remove it, and it's got a nail at the end that might hurt someone if he swings it.
What?
You're gonna hit yourself in the head so hard.
I have no idea.
Do you have a
Because at
guess?
first I was like, "Are you talking about a Snorlax?"
How are you spelling your?
Yore.
Yore.
Wait.
Yeah, you getting there?
I don't think I'm getting it. I want to say this sounds like a Destiny character.
It's not, dude. It's another cartoon. Like you're trying too hard to think about this.
Did you rearrange the letters, or are they all?
Literally, I just chopped some letters off from the beginning.
Oh, some letters. Chore?
Huh?
Yeah. I don't know. Some weird spelling.
Go ahead.
Chore.
Just tell me who it is.
Eeyore.
Is it really?
Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good.
I forgot that
I'll
he
take
has
it
a
now.
nail on his.
Yeah, his tail's it's a
Oh.
He's waiting to die.
Literally, all I did was take
Oh,
two E's
I
off
hate
the
your
name,
stupid
and then
pop
just
culture reference.
describe Eeyore.
Oh, that was better than an explain a plot badly bit. That was phenomenal.
How
That
does
was good.
Sonic
that was good.
hang out with
Thanks.
that guy? How does Sonic hang out with that guy?
In very short bursts of time.
Because
my
he
God.
noticed.
Oh,
We
'cause
really
he
should
goes-
move on.
Yeah.
Or this is all. I mean,
Listen,
the title is going to start with something
Again,
about Sonic.
Speaking of video game stuff, I have another thing to announce that I just
Your
found out
announce
about.
is
Well, I'm not announcing
here
it, but I found
first.
it. Have you played Overwatch? Do you play video games? at
I
all,
have
Zach?
played Overwatched.
You've played it.
I haven't played it in forever.
But you have
yeah.
played it because
Oh,
I
yeah.
played it with you. Clearly, I've played it because I
Yeah.
love the game. to
The
death.
best I ever was when I one tricked Diva up to mid or high diamond.
Ooh, hear that, nerds? Apparently,
Back when she was good.
A guy's LinkedIn profile has basically leaked the fact that he is working on a Netflix Overwatch show.
Specifically Netflix?
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah, so Netflix is going to get drop their hat in. This guy's name is Nick Van
Dyke.
Is that Nick Van Dyke? That just
I'd
sounds like a
assume.
name that just doesn't.
Van Dyke is a pretty common name.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I think Dick Van Dyke is like a popular literature character, isn't it?
Yeah, Dick Van
It
Dyke
was
is.
the Dick
Or
Van
no,
Dyke
it's
show.
not. He's
He was an actor.
yeah, it was
Dick
an
Van
actor.
Dyke's an actor.
They used to
Yeah.
have the Dick Van Dyke show.
Yeah. But anyway, basically the reason, I guess, like on his LinkedIn.
Was he the corpse that was always doing the New Year's thing?
The
Who was that?
Anderson Cooper?
No, not him. Who was the
Wow,
guy
what a
who
weird-
like was
that's
definitely
a weird
who was
one.
definitely dead for the last couple of years that he was officiating the whole New Year's thing? Whatever. Move
I'm
on.
going to say because Dick Van Dyke's still alive.
Yeah, this guy was basically a corpse.
Yeah. But the reason this is they saw that he was selling this show, like he was animating and selling this show to Netflix, and it turns out. So we might be getting it. Makes sense considering the fact that Netflix, since we already
Dick
have
Clark.
a lot of
That's what I was
animated
thinking of.
Dick Clark.
Mhm.
Okay. But they have a lot of animated. They have a lot of animated videos for Overwatch, so it makes sense that we're finally get, especially when Overwatch 2 is coming out, which is going to release a campaign.
Oh yeah.
That's going to have a campaign.
Oh, they're actually going to have a
to it.
campaign on this one.
Yeah. They're doing a weird thing, though. So, like, the sequel is, like, you get the campaign and everything, and you get new maps, new looks for your characters. But if you still own Overwatch 1, they're not giving... Everything carries over to that. Plus, if you own Overwatch 1, you still get to play online maps and get all of the unlockables for Overwatch 2.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so it's like a really interesting way to not push me to go to do other stuff. So if you don't care about story, I don't think there's really any reason unless you care about graphics and story.
So it's really an update.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm interested in
How much is it?
I don't know,
Ain't
but
gonna
I'm
be
not
enough.
gonna.
It'll be 40, I think.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
not.
if they
Priced like a
make-
new
if they
game,
make
but
it
it's essentially
cheaper,
an expansion.
I'm not gonna pay.
Yeah, if they make it
$60
cheaper,
for
that's awesome.
No,
Yeah.
I think even when Overwatch released, it was only 40. I don't think
No,
it was.
Overwatch was $60.
Was it?
$60 when it released?
No, my concern, and I've mentioned it before. My concern with Overwatch 2 is going to be that the story missions are going to feel way too much like they're on rails. Like you walk through this hallway and once you kill enough of these robots, you go to the next room where you kill a bunch of robots until the thing in the middle of the room descends all the way into the floor.
Yeah.
And then you move to the next room. And to be fair, that's most games anyway. But I feel like Overwatch in particular is going to fall into that trap really
it's not going to
easily.
be designed well. They do have a different system where, like for multiplayer, like you're able to equip power ups to your characters.
Yeah.
now. So
More
that's kind of
customization.
that's kind of cool.
There were people who were concerned that it might try to compete with like Destiny and the Division. It's like no,
That's
not
ridiculous.
at all.
They're not dropping gear. It's
Exactly.
just
It's not a looter
You're
shooter.
leveling abilities up, and you can
Yeah.
unlock new abilities. I don't know.
That's pretty neat. I was gonna say, Destiny completely lost me because when the first Destiny game came out,
I look at him.
Here's
it
a
was-
rabbit hole to go down.
it was. I absolutely loved the idea that they wanted to just continue to build off of one game, and I was like, that's fine. Like I'll pay $30 or $40 for a new update if it's large enough to be a game.
Yeah.
And there was like zero context. Nobody knew what was going on. And I was like, you know what they need to do is they just need to say, hey, listen, we're sorry. We're going to make a second game. And the second game will be our continuing idea. And then they just continued to botch it and botch it and botch it and botch it. And then they're like, oh, hey, here's the second game.
Yeah,
I miss
which
Destiny
is
too.
unfortunate because like year 3 of Destiny 1 was really good.
All right, I'm giving you a timer. You can't.
Are you?
You can't sit here.
Wait till this pulls up. You're gonna be shocked at what you see on this screen.
Why? How many hours of Destiny 2 have you put on?
Oh, I'm terrified.
Oh boy. Oh, the other thing they're adding to the other thing they're adding to Overwatch is a new game mode, which is basically the same payload mode, but instead
Tug of
it's
war.
a robot where it's a tug. Yeah, it's a tug of war game.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. I feel like it's like not good, but that's my.
Overwatch did a pretty good job at where, like, if you wanted to play the game.
There's the number I wanted. Guess what my last play date was on Destiny?
On
6 hours
Destiny?
ago?
Yeah,
When?
take a guess.
2 days ago.
January 13th.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
It's been over a month.
Why haven't you
I
played?
just haven't care. I just don't care about the new season. Destiny has fallen into a huge trap. The content has been good. But every season, it's all about FOMO. They thought like, oh, what if we do this thing where if you don't get it in this season, you don't do the activities in this season, you'll never get a chance to again. So what I've done is I'm not playing this current season. I played some of it, and now I'm not going to play any of it. The next season will come out, and at that point I'll be like, well, I didn't get everything from the last season, so there's no point in getting everything from all these seasons. So I can play it much more relaxed. Because I wanted to kill myself after putting in so many hours to get everything from the last season. I was so burnt out. I haven't played in over a month.
Who makes Destiny?
Bungie.
This isn't real. This isn't real.
Get up there and look at it.
I'm just
it
saying,
says January 13th.
I understand, but it's just weird to hear you have been off Destiny for a month.
It happened before. Last year, I didn't play from probably September through the beginning of December.
Huh.
I play Destiny in like 8 or 10 month spurts, and then I stop for a couple months.
So you don't get burned out completely?
No, it's because I get burned out.
Oh, okay.
And then a couple months later, I'm like, I could go back to that.
So I
haven't played anything in weeks.
So what was your total hours?
Total hours? I can get those numbers in a better way. According to Steam, I have 230 hours.
Huh.
But that's not correct.
Low. I was going to say that's super low.
Yeah, because I have way more hours in Fallout 4, and I've definitely...
There's a website that's great for this called Time Wasted on Destiny.
Of course there is. I just... That blows my mind. Because, like, Matt lived and breathed that. I remember when they announced the...
I have a Destiny tattoo. Like
I know. I remember when they announced the Forsaken. We were both sitting at two separate computers watching it together, and Matt is literally jumping up and down and smacking and screaming so loud in the middle that everyone thought that he had just like won the lottery.
I remember that.
We were just so shocked. It was like, oh my God, that's cool. You get a bow and arrow now? That's awesome. Oh, Cade's dead, and he's just losing it, like crying. It's not really crying, but looked like he was gonna cry.
It's not showing me my playtime in Destiny 1. My Destiny 1 playtime was about 850 hours, and then on PC I have, and then I played Destiny 2 on Xbox One for 131 hours, and then I played Destiny 2 on PC for 1,285 hours.
There you go.
That is a lot.
So I have.
Of time.
So what is that? 1285 plus 131, and I know 850 is low. I think it's closer to 900, but yeah, that's 2,266 hours, give or take.
That's incredible.
And that is not including time spent in social spaces or in orbit.
That's actually in game.
That's actually in game, holding a gun, shooting at things. So that means my actual time with the game open, playing or waiting for loading and stuff like that is probably north of 3,000 hours.
Wow. That's incredible.
That's impressive.
Well, listen, Matt.
Yeah, it's something.
We're done. Destiny talk's over.
Okay,
but since
I
you have
agree.
your phone in front of you, isn't there was something that you wanted to start a new segment about Reddit?
I thought we already did that.
Is that what
we just did? Yeah.
You wanted to use the Sonic one?
Yeah.
That's your only subreddit?
I mean, I can find another one. I can.
I just figured you'd want. It's okay. We can move into.
Why do you sound so patronizing?
We can move into our top story today.
Just real quick, so I can get this off my chest. I feel really bad for Overwatch because Netflix ruins anything that it needs to build off of.
Hard disagree.
100% agree. Have you ever seen Designated Survivor?
No. Have you ever seen The Witcher?
That was
my counterpoint.
That literally made people play The Witcher and buy the books for. So
I have heard good things from The Witcher.
Netflix brought back Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's true. I've been watching Arrested Development again lately.
Yeah?
Oh, man, I love that
Make
show.
sure you don't watch the Season 4 remix. Watch the actual Season 4.
Yeah, that show is
original cut.
So good.
Season 5, did you finish the show?
Yeah, I finished the show once before.
They close it off really well.
Yeah, I was happy.
No spoilers, because actually, like, my parents listen to this. I'm trying to convince them to watch it.
To finish it?
They've only watched up to Season 3.
Yeah, I just finished Season 2.
We started watching a couple episodes. Me and my parents all forgot how many of the classic jokes happen in the first episode. Literally, most of them do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I still love the money's in the banana stand.
First episode.
I still love that joke and how it leads up all the way to the end of season 1, pretty much, or halfway through. I think it's halfway. Or no, a couple episodes.
The banana stand.
There's literally money in it.
That's what's great about it.
That show has such smart humor.
The bees joke is my favorite joke of all time.
Look, all right.
What's your new business thing? Beads. Bees? No, beads. bees? Job's not buying it.
I also love the and this is all season 1 jokes because they're all like fresh in my head. But the fact that the youngest son is now dating a girl or dating that woman who has like what's the air she gets like real dizzy like out of just standing. She'll be walking away and she'll get dizzy and almost fall over. The girl that has the same name as the mom. What's her?
Oh, are you talking about Buster?
Yeah, Buster's girlfriend.
Lucille too.
Lucille too. but what's the thing that she suffered from? It's
vertigo, isn't it?
Vertigo. Yeah, vertigo.
Oh, geez.
But like it's just so funny how many jokes they'll set up with vertigo. At one point she's fighting with Buster about like how come you'll never take our love show us off to the world, and he's just like, I'm not, basically trying to like get out of it, and he doesn't get out of stuff. He just makes it more awkward, and she just like, well, we're going out into public. It turns around, she's like, and then she just like starts to fall her hands. She's like, whoa, don't worry, Buster, I've got this. Like, it's just so funny because he's like the camera's just like peeking around the
entire
corner.
show. They call her Lucille too.
Lucille too,
and then he gets his hand bitten off by a loose seal.
All right, listen, we can't talk about this show, and we're never going to.
These are my awards, mother, from Army. I got what is it? This one's for marksmanship. I'll say that sometimes. Whenever I have something like in my head, like this is my award, mother, from Army.
Oh, one of my favorite jokes, like the fact, like he's trying to, the one brother's trying to get out of prison. He's like, I'm gonna break out of prison. He's about to try to jump on. He's gonna jump on Michael's. Like Michael says, like, quit moving around. I'm gonna try to jump on you. And he's like, I'm not doing it. And then just when security guard walks him, and zaps him again, and just puts him back in his cell. And he gets out like getting stabbed, and he's just like, ta-da.
The one where they visit the dad in jail, and he brings a bee in a vial. Hey, he's got bees. You can't have bees in here. And they tie him to the ground. And then Lucille's just sitting there, just so matter of factly says, you can't have bees in here. Or they don't allow bees in here. She's just so dead. Great. They don't allow bees in here.
The thing about gold coins? His daughter kept coming in. He's just like, listen, you need to stop coming in here. I can't keep spending all this gold on you. To like keep prisoners from catcalling on her. She's like, she keeps coming back to prison because she wants the prisoners to think she's hot and catcall her, and she's not understanding why they're not. And it turns out her dad's paying them off to not flirt with her. So she's like sits down in front of him, and he's got his head down. He's like, you need to stop coming back here, honey. I can't keep paying them. I'm running out of gold.
What do they call Tobias when he's in prison? Dorothy, right?
I think it's
because he convinced his White Power Bill to kill himself. Who you really hate is White Power Bill. I hate White Power Bill. And he jumps off the balcony. He killed White Power Bill.
All right.
Dorothy will see you now.
Okay. All right. And the secretary has like her eyes are normal. When she has glasses on, her eyes are normal, but when she takes them off, oh my god.
I gotta be honest, this has been absolutely hilarious watching both of you try to get back on track, and then both of you start to laugh because you think of something else and just keep going.
The show is so funny, but when I was a kid, I was like, that show's got to be stupid. And it's literally the start of so many actors that I just finished BoJack Horseman. Every time I hear the voice of BoJack Horseman, it's like I just
Will
remember
Arnett,
he's a
Jason
failed
Bateman, Michael Cera, like they all got their start there.
You ever laugh so hard and try to talk it actually hurts your throat?
My cheeks hurt.
Oh my god.
He's an analyst. He's an analyst and a therapist. So it shortens to analrapist. And then his license plate, a new start, but it's spelled AANU start.
Oh, you're gonna
and just put the
dear Lord.
He blew himself.
I gotta finish this. I gotta keep going through this series. It's so fun.
We gotta get back on track.
Even now I'm just thinking about the the protesters come to his boat in the first episode, and he thinks they're all dressed up like pirates. They thinks they're all part of like. Oh my god! All right, back on track.
Never nude.
There's dozens of us. Okay.
Dozens of us. Dozens.
Oh my god, Batman.
Yeah,
we need
Batman.
to talk about.
Oh my god.
Well, we are definitely getting to Batman, but just so you know,
Hold on, Zach.
I started taking count. 8 times you guys
Oh
were like,
my
all right,
God.
let's go, and then got right back into it.
Have
I
you ever
kept
watched
counting.
Arrested Development?
I have not.
Oh my
I've watched
god.
Parks and
Man,
Rec.
these jokes are going way over your head.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, it's just been great watching this interaction.
Oh
we're
my
we're
God.
both the kind of people where like
I am crying. My lungs
We're-
hurt.
My
Like,
cheeks
I
hurt.
developed cancer.
I know
from
I'm one of those
laughing.
people that when I'll think of something and I want to tell people a joke or something and I'll start laughing before I can finish it. And at a certain point, me laughing at the joke that I'm thinking of is funnier than the joke itself.
Oh yeah,
And then I
you
can't
just
tell the joke
cycle-
because
you
they're
just
going to be so
cycle.
disappointed.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my
Oh my-
god.
All right, yeah, Batman
Okay.
2021.
Yes.
Ryan, tell us about it.
Oh boy, I'm actually pretty pumped. So just recently, a lot of information has come out, and I kind of took a list of all of it.
We set each this will happen sometimes too. We're just set each other off.
That's great.
I'm sorry. I don't
Okay,
know why I
okay.
was thinking of Batman and thinking of the rich parents and just thinking of like trying to hide the dad. Oh, okay, Batman.
Okay,
the
no
guy
more
that
laughing.
actually has parents.
Serious
not in jail.
face. Serious face time.
Anyway,
All right.
yeah. So a lot of information has come out about the new Batman. Oh god. Oh my god, I can't stop.
I'm trying to.
We are. The count is now up to 10.
How long have we been recording this show? Oh, thank God we're only 30 minutes in.
All right, Ryan.
30
Ryan,
minutes in with
Ryan,
15 minutes of
Ryan,
laughter.
look at me. We
Don't want
gotta
to look at you.
We gotta stop, dude. We gotta stop. These are my awards, brother. From R&B.
Oh god.
Oh, God, this is just bad. I laughed at last time. Literally yesterday, I laughed this hard because there's a college that has like the name Gaylord in it, and this guy that brought up like that was the subject is literally his name's like David Gaylord at Gaylord University. So they kept noting it. Oh God.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
All right, I'm not looking at Ryan anymore. I'm looking.
He's a good guy.
Anyway, as I was saying, a lot of information just came out about the Batman 2021. First of all, we just got a trailer, which was
I didn't. Watch
weirdly
it.
enough.
I don't think I watched
it.
it.
It has this red tint over it, and it almost looks
Like
like
the whole thing.
like yeah, it has like a red tint over it because it's him walking out of like darkness into a red light, which seems to have like a red,
okay.
because it's a screen test, and so excuse me, so. What it does, like, it shows him walk out into, like, and you see the bat symbol and it kind of zooms into his face, but they don't show, like, the horns. So it honestly looks like Robert Pattinson in his, like, Daredevil costume. Like, because it looks just like a Daredevil thing. But
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff has been, and people were, like, looking at the trailer.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
dissecting it, trying to figure out all they could. So, first, I'm just going to go in, like, in order of the things that have been revealed. So obviously the new bat suit was revealed. On the symbol, it's not like a full bat. So there are bat wings, but there's not like that middle point for where like the bat, like the bat body, right? And it's pretty much, it looks to be like the suit's going to be most likely gray, and that's going to be like a black. But what was interesting is it appears to be the symbol is made out of the gun.
I thought that
Joe-
so when you said that, I thought you meant that like the bat signal was made out of it, not
No,
the logo on his
No,
suit.
the logo, because it goes off of a comic book. There's a comic book
okay.
where Batman, his first suit, that's what he does. He takes the gun
little macabre.
the gun that Joe Chill killed his parents, and he like separates into the bat and melts it into the bat symbol.
Oh, like it's literally a gun.
It's the gun. It's in fact, there's actually there was a picture. I'll try to find it for you to show in the show notes. But someone actually found a picture of a gun that looks exactly like the back of the gun because
Okay.
it's like the wings and they melt into what appears to be the actual like handle where you would hold the gun.
Yeah.
And it looks really it does look really cool. The thing with the suit is there's a lot of like it looks handmade. Looks like a cosplay pretty much.
Okay.
And there's a reason for that, which is it's now starting to make sense. Because this movie takes place 2 years after, that was revealed later. It's like 2 years after he's come back to become Batman, after he's done his training and stuff like that. So here's what we know. Another thing that we know that's been reported and this is reported by a website called The Wrap. Apparently Andy Serkis is in talks to play Alfred, which I'm pretty cool about that. I think that'd be great.
Be his first live action role since Black Panther, right?
I think so.
Where he's not like behind a bunch of CG.
Yeah, I think so. Another thing is we know Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Farrell, that's how you say it. Well, Colin Farrell, he's going to be what appears to be the main villain, but there will be other villains, and he's playing the Penguin. Recently, we had what appears to be set photos of these people with their faces are painted, but they have white and black on them, and that looks like Penguin's goons.
Okay.
So we have that. We will see other villains like this next one. We're gonna have Edward Nashton, which is the Riddler, not Edward Nygma. Edward Nashton is is the Riddler in a different comic book
with a less obvious name.
Yeah. And we also are getting Selena Kyle. She's going her suit. We got kind of more revealed about that. But Jeffrey Wright is going to play James Gordon. I know that name, but I can't like picture where I've seen him in.
Look it up.
See if you could find something. We also got Peter Sarsgaard, who, and a few other people. They're going to play different mob bosses, and like John Turturro will be Carmen Falcone. We've got the district attorney will be played by Peter Sarsgaard. Sorry about that.
He's the guy from Hunger Games.
Yeah.
The guy that ends up in the wheelchair in the third one.
Yeah. So we also know that
I didn't see the third one, but I recognize the dude.
We know the film's going to release in June 25th. At least that's what the WB has slated it for. But we also now it's all pretty much been the leaks and rumors that there's going to be 2 bat suits, and seeing this new suit, which looks to be like it's like crappily built. It's his first bat suit. That would make sense.
Falcione's interesting, or Falcone is a good choice. He's the crazy FBI dude from Transformers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's who that is.
Oh, cool. Okay.
To be honest with you, I think Falcone fits more of the Penguin role. I don't know how I feel about Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
I don't know either.
I'm interested.
Like Danny DeVito should be the Penguin.
Yeah, I guess I could agree because he was a pretty good Penguin, but that
just reprise that role and bring it home.
Colin, that would be a good role because the character he played in like the Fantastic Beast was pretty much, in my opinion, what I would see the Penguin as. I like that we're not going like there was a video game, a Batman video game that had the Penguin in it, and it was played by this British guy who was just real. He looked normal. He wasn't fat or anything like that. He was just a skinny dude. So it was really tough.
So this Peter Sarsgaard guy, guess who his wife is?
Who?
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Yeah,
like
from the Batman Begins series.
Wow.
Not the first one, but the last 2.
Wow.
Yeah. What a small world. I forget her name in there, but
Oh, the other thing is, I don't know if you guys have played the Arkham games, but Selena Kyle's suit's going to be more reminiscent of
not the weird BDSM looking one from.
No, so what you may see is you'll see like there's like a headpiece, which I'm assuming will have goggles. That's just like that's an assumption, but they also do mention that her normal like leg high, like knee high boots. We will see something kind of like that. So it's going to be like a mixture of like the sexy leather suit that she wears in the Arkham games and more with a little more modern.
Did you ever see the gif of someone who took one of the Arkham games and swapped Batman and Catwoman models?
Like walking out of the That was a classic. Yeah, I remember because you see like
He's just strutting.
yeah, it's like Batman strutting his stuff. You were born to be a diva, Batman.
Yeah.
It was weird to see it too. Like when I first saw it, I was like, that must be a glitch, but that's a weird glitch. And then I found out that it was actually someone doing it on purpose.
To circle back, actually, I just thought of this.
This is another-
One thing that bugged me about Sonic is that other than the Scott Marsden, who is a discount Scott Eastwood, James Marsden, not Scott Marsden, James Marsden, who is a discount Scott Eastwood, Sonic, and Jim Carrey, everyone else in that movie felt like cardboard cutouts. Like they literally only served to keep things moving, like and to give the character something to do or someone to protect or something like that. It was kind of annoying. Like nobody had any depth to it. Also, the product placement in it was it was insane. Like
better than Superman, the Man of Steel.
They name drop things really specifically quite a few times.
But did you
like,
see the stores and stuff like in Man of Steel? Did you watch Man of Steel?
a long time ago?
So you probably won't understand this joke.
No,
Did
like
you?
I actually didn't watch Man of Steel.
You did?
Like
Do you
they-
remember when they were fighting and you just see like all these product placements? Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
literally fights
Oh, yeah,
through
very
IHOP,
clearly.
Sears, throws like a
This one is like
moving van.
they talk about Olive Garden several times, and they do the whole thing of like, oh, an Olive Garden gift card. Oh yeah, I love Olive Garden because like when you're there, you're family. Like something stupid like
so
that.
they use like their actual like
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then they do like they make another one saying like, oh yeah, I was looking at apartments on Zillow, and then it looks at the computer screen and there's Zillow with an apartment up. Yeah, the product placement is very obvious.
that's such a weird way to place. That's weird.
I know.
It's so like in your face again, like Superman.
It's rough.
That is rough. So I've got a question on this one. Is this the Batman supposed to be a part of DC's extended universe? Because Ben Affleck was supposed to be it,
Ben
and then
Affleck's-
he backed out of it.
Well, yeah, he walked away. So what it sounds like they're doing is basically DC is it's very obvious what they're doing, especially with the Flashpoint thing and the fact that we're still getting this Flash movie that's definitely going to be Flashpoint. I think this is going to set up what DC Comics did with the New 52 and DC Rebirth. So DC had its original comic book run. They revamped it with causing an event that brought it into what they call the New 52, which was basically redoing all of the origin stories for their superheroes, maybe make it more modern or do with more modern looks. It was smart because they were leaving their comfort zone, but a lot of fans didn't like it. So then they had the Rebirth event happen, which did it all over again and got rid of the New 52. So what I consider is what we currently have as the DCEU, like Batman v Superman, the Man of Steel, Suicide Squad, eventually is going to just be rebirthed and
Yeah.
rebirthed and basically the Flashpoint movie, I guarantee, is the reason it's taking so long is they're going to set up all like Wonder Woman stories are still going to happen, Aquaman stories are still going to happen, and then because if you ever noticed, all the Wonder Woman films take place in the past before Batman v Superman. Aquaman never ever brings up what happened in Justice League or brings up that he had Batman v none of that is ever brought up. So what happens is they're going to slowly delete all that stuff, and if Henry Cavill doesn't come back, we're going to get a new Superman, which will be created by the Rebirth event, and that's basically what they're going to do to fix it. It's the only thing really DC can do to make people like their universe, and it makes sense to do it, but it sounds like I'm almost certain that that's what we're going to see.
I know they'll never do this, but really I think the only thing that they can do is just finish all the stuff that they're in, wait 5 years, and then try again. Because like you already have main characters dropping out, you already had a completely botched beginning where you set up your like, here's our Avengers moment, and then but also none of us know any of your characters because your single movies haven't come out
but
yet.
I don't want them to do that. I don't want them to wait. I want them to. I want them to prove to me that they learned their mistake. Because I don't want to wait 5 years and forget the mistakes and be like, I'm excited for your films now. You know what I mean? I want to be like I am right now. I'm excited for Wonder Woman. I'm excited for the next Aquaman movie. I'm excited for these single films that they're doing. I'm excited for another Shazam. I'm excited for Black Adam.
Yeah.
There's so many exciting properties within the DC film that are coming out. The problem is Justice League and Batman v Superman just overshadowed all that, and no one can look past those. But for some reason, what really makes me mad is I just rewatched all of the original, like the Iron Man. I watched Captain America, and I realized something. We had that same problem with Marvel. Like I completely remember is people said Iron Man was good. That was the only one that was good. People liked Superman or Man of Steel. That one was really good, and that was to spark the universe. No, people did not like Thor. People did not like the Captain America because they felt they were boring. We're getting the same. It's literally exactly the same, except the only difference is instead of them being single character films, they're like the building up to a universe.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is. We're literally going to see this, and in 10 years, because after 10 years, no one even thinks about Captain America, the first Captain America, the first Avenger, and
no one does now.
No one talks about Thor, and that's just 10 years later. I guarantee that they will. I'm not going to say DC's going to do it successful because DC's going to be the reason that we lose any faith in or we're going to hate superhero films. DC is because they're so late, and they're showing up so late when we're already at the point where really I'm feeling burnt out from superhero films.
And Marvel knows that.
A lot of adults feel burnt out from superhero films. Like DC's just unfortunately not going to get what Marvel wants, but they could do something good.
Yeah, and and if they can do well and it can like last time, I think that would be good. But I think what Marvel did great with is even though Captain America and Thor didn't do as well as Iron Man, they built up characters so you kind of knew what to expect with them.
Yeah.
And then when you put them into the Avengers, the first Avengers movie, it's like, okay, now all you have to do is introduce Hulk, and then you introduce a couple of extra characters, and you're not trying to figure out who they are and what they're supposed to be and how they are going to interact with people.
And also they just weren't so melodramatic.
Yeah, that too.
That but the DC one's like, all right, I get it. We're supposed to be depressed.
Well, that's what like. Luckily, it looks like they're doing away with that because Shazam was hilarious. Aquaman, I don't know how they did it, but somehow like they made Aquaman from a character that was just okay, that's Aquaman, to the point where I love that character. Even in Justice League, he was him and the Flash were the shining parts of a movie where I'm supposed to really care more about Wonder Woman and Batman and Superman, who I already grew with. They made the characters that I grew up with and loved the most not matter, like second seats to two characters that in my whole life as a kid I cared little about. Like because
Aquaman was the butt of every joke.
Yeah, like the moment I knew that I liked Aquaman more was the point in Justice League when he's falling out of the sky. Cyborg catches him and he goes, this ride's not over yet. And he just yells, my man, and just gets thrown and screams like he's having the time of his life. And when I watched Aquaman, every joke in the Aquaman movie, I've watched it 3 times now and still laugh at every joke. The part where where Mira pulls, who sadly will probably not be another Aquaman movie ever again, but considering what happened to Amber Heard, but when she pulls like the little drop of water and drops it on this little machine to like project King Atlanta's message, and he just he's like, huh, could have just peed on it. I don't know why that joke is just so funny to me, but it's just like, yeah, this character is like a surfer boy Hawaiian dude. Definitely makes more sense than a blonde guy that rides dolphins.
Yeah, Jason Momoa definitely makes that part.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
My favorite Aquaman thing is the Super Bowl commercial where he takes off all his muscles.
That's not an Aquaman thing though. That's Jason Momoa being
What's
Jason
the difference?
Momoa.
He's wearing pumps.
That's honestly that's true though. Jason Momoa is exactly the same as Aquaman in real life.
He's great.
But anyway,
yeah,
it's a good show.
This Batman thing, are you excited for it? Real quick, does anyone care? Will
not
you go
really.
see it with me?
I'll see it. I'm just
Oh boy,
but I'm not too excited about any of the superhero stuff coming out.
Yeah, is that Marvel and DC?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd go see it. I think they've they've had way too many Batman movies.
Yeah, and I'm glad
it's just it's saturated at this point. Like, give me a couple more years and then I'll go watch another one.
Yeah. I think I agree with you, but in all superhero films, not just
Yeah,
Batman
and we are getting to that point too, just in general with so many of them.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
we don't need another.
There's
origin
all this
story,
stuff
thank
coming
God.
out for Marvel, and I'm officially, I have no idea who any of the characters are coming to Marvel. I don't know who Shang-Chi is. I don't know the Eternals. I don't know who Iron Fist is. I don't know who.
Really?
Well, I knew who Iron Fist was, but
Wait, is Iron Fist coming back?
probably from the Shang-Chi stuff, probably. But
Oh.
look, we got to end this.
We
Matt,
do.
Do your famous outros.
Well, I mean, they're okay, but yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave us a rating and review on iTunes. Those help us out a lot. Tell your friends about us. That helps immensely. You can find us everywhere podcasts are sold, obviously, but you can find us and contact us at www.popcultureunboxing.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Pop Culture Unboxing. Zach, do you have anything to plug?
Nothing yet.
Okay. Ryan. Oh, you can find me, Matt, at Matt Ross VO on Twitter. Ryan.
As always, you can find me at Red Steak Ryan and pretty much all social medias. Thanks, Zach, for joining the team.
Yeah.
I appreciate
our
it.
new member of Pop Culture Unboxing
Yep.
and the future of other podcasts, probably.
Hopefully.
I do really appreciate you guys letting me do this.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Don't annoy us so that you keep doing it. We are your gods.
Goal number 1.
Yeah.
Spite God.
I forgot about their father having a twin.
Also played by Jeffrey Tambor.
Is that number 11? That's number 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
Bye, guys.
Gets the hair plucks that go wrong.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. The money is in the banana stand.
How many times do I have to tell you? Money is in the banana stand.